A few months ago, I ran a hackathon where we brought together undergraduate students from all over the country, as well as faculty members, to work on HPC-based projects. We needed a way to manage those projects, allow the students to collaborate, as well as have a way that students could try things out in a very short period of time, developmentally. The way we were able to do that is through the use of Omnibond's ProjectEuereka. I want to take you through today to show you how ProjectEuereka was able to help us. Hi, my name is Yami. I've been in the IT workspace and workforce development as well as technical training for over 20 years. I've also specifically worked in high-performance computing and research for over a decade. I have spent much of my career staring at a blinking cursor, configuring systems for various projects and users based on the situation. Now, ProjectEuereka, I have truly enjoyed because it allows a project-based interface, a seamless workspace, a collaborative environment, a click-to-launch application center, as well as storage management, all in one place. The Science Gateway's Center of Excellence ADME Hackathon took place in the summer of 2024. There were about 20 undergraduate students. Additionally, there were faculty members and researchers from the Science Gateway's community to help the students generate their projects. Each project had deliverables that included a GitHub repository with both source code, a customized README file, their presentation that they used for their demo, and a poster that could be used for submissions into conferences. At the end of the event, the projects were then judged and scored, and prizes were awarded. If you'd like to see more about those projects, you can go to hackhpc.github.io/sgx3adme24 or click the link down below. Now on your screen, you're seeing what you would see as if you were logging into a fresh instantiation of ProjectEuereka. In this case, it's running on Google Cloud, but it could just as easily run on another platform, including on-prem in Kubernetes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on New Project, and I'm going to call this Hack-a-Thon, because why not? We were talking about hackathons. Now, I could add collaborators and things here as well, but for right now, I'm just going to click Add. And that creates a new project. In that project, I'm going to go ahead and click Add App. And just as easily, I can go in here, select Jupyter. I'm going to leave it as a standard instance, and I'm going to click Add. Now, because I want to, I'm also going to go ahead and add a desktop. And let's add that in there as well. And because we talk about collaborative environments, I'm also going to add a VS Code instance and even a terminal instance. And yes, it is just that easy to add them. When I'm ready to launch those instances, I can go ahead and click Launch. And I'm going to do that for all of my instances. As with starting any virtual instance on any platform, it may take a little while to provision your different instances. But as you can see here, we do have our VS Code server up and running. Let's go ahead and connect to that. Now, it opens in another browser window. But as you can see, we're going to be in a VS Code browser. We can pick our theme, of course. As coders, we want to go black as night. So we'll go with dark martin. And we'll go ahead and click this as being done. But over on our left-hand side, we have our files that we can add. We have our source code monitoring. Of course, we can add extensions. We have a fully functioning instantiation of VS Code up and running. Like I said, just that quick. As you can see here, all of our instances have now come up after a few minutes. Of course, we had our code server, VS Code running, but now we also have Jupyter, our desktop, and terminal. Within our Jupyter, all we need to do is click Connect. A new tab will open, and there's our Jupyter instance. And of course, as always, as a programmer, we do need to test it. So we're going to do a print hello world and run it, and that does work. That's operational. Let's go back to Eureka here, and we can open a desktop. Now, the first time I saw this, it was one of the coolest things. If you notice, I clicked Connect. I didn't SSH in anywhere. I didn't go anywhere else. It opened a new tab, and boom, I am on a VNC desktop of a Linux server. So I have access to my file manager. I can open terminal. I could even install applications and things as I wish inside of this server. That to me was really, really cool. Lastly, inside of Eureka, of course, we have our terminal. Where would we be without terminal when we're dealing with HPC? What I'm about to do right now is actually a feature of the web browser I'm using. It's actually called Arc, but I can actually run my developmental environment right alongside my server if I want to. So for instance, I have my VS Code located here. I could drop it right next to Jupyter Labs if I wanted to, and I could work in two different developmental environments if I wished, or I can separate those out. Again, this is a function of the browser, not of ProjectEuereka, but I could also take that same Jupyter Lab and put it next to my virtual machine. So say, for instance, I was working on an API, I could continue from within my developmental environment while also testing it on a system. Again, this is just some of the power inside of ProjectEuereka that we were able to harness during the SGX3 ADME24 Hackathon. Now, having seen this, I want to do one more thing that for me as a systems administrator is huge. When you're dealing with these different cloud providers, not just Google, but AWS and others, the real problem comes in when you want to spin these items down. It makes that extremely easy, because what do I need to do? All I need to do is to go back to our project's workspace, in this case, our Hack-a-Thon workspace, and I can hit either stop to pause those various instances or end to delete them. Because ProjectEuereka has this shared storage, if you're still running that project, that storage, of course, needs to remain persistent. And so you'll still be charged for any storage that you have, but the compute instances that those particular applications are running on, those would be shut down or paused depending upon how you use it. And for me, as a hackathon person, as a researcher, as an IT person, that is enormous. That is a lot of power that I can give to my user without having to teach them or open up my cloud platform. So there you have it. Just a taste of what ProjectEuereka was able to do in helping with the SGX3 Hackathon this past summer. Between its web-based interface, its seamless workspaces, the storage management, and even instance management that was all built in, and then combine that with its collaborative ability and the applications that were ready to roll with a click of a button. ProjectEuereka helped immensely make that hackathon a true success. Now, I'd be remiss not to let you know that OmniBond is currently opening a beta program for ProjectEuereka. Information on how you can participate is linked down below. Beyond that, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to telling you more about ProjectEuereka in the future.